And I want to clear the air and say that, for the record, I am a zoophile.
Good for you. You want a goddamn medal? Go to jail. Hello, toaster strudels, fridges, and everything in between. It is I, Nurasi Forza. I'm totally not your gardener going on a union. But, before I start this video, I just want to announce that I officially have a Tumblr, so if you guys want to hear me talk about Stovia some more, there's the place to do it. Anywho, let's get on to this video. To say that the thing I'm going to be talking about today has caused an uproar is understatement of the year. In fact, this thing got ratioed to death, and people in the comments are just roasting the shit out of this person, and you're going to understand why. So, the person that we're talking about today is known as Hypnotical. I don't really care, and she is or they, I don't know genders, but they've got a little bit of a confession to make, and we're going to take a look at that today. If you guys want to suffer through some pain, stick around. Let's get into it. You know, you gotta love the sigh there. It's just adds a touch of drama to the whole video. And also, I'm going to take their advice and watch only the first half of this video. I'm going to watch only the first 18 minutes because I don't want to watch 36 minutes of hell.
Coming out with anything can be very difficult, especially if it's something that society currently views with disgust or is a bit dangerous to even come out with the way that things are right now.
Society. It's like, you know that one scene in The Joker where the Joker is on Murray's show and he's like, "What do you get when you cross a mentally ill loner with a society that abandons him and treats him like trash?" Like, you can't make this up. It's not society's fault your culture, quote-unquote, is viewed with such hatred and disgust. And trust me, when she truly comes out about what she is, you're going to understand why they're hated so much.
And it's a lot like when homosexuals were coming out in the 1960s during Stonewall and those sorts of events.
Am I hallucinating? Am I on weed? Did this stupid bitch just try to compare her beliefs to Stonewall? See, there's a difference between believing what you believe in, Sappho, and what actually happened in Stonewall. In Stonewall, those were people who deserved rights. In your case, it's people who deserve the coat hanger. I'm gonna skip a fair bit of the video here just because she goes on and on about how if you grew up in the 60s, you'd understand how the propaganda affected the gay movement and all that, which sucks, but it's just them trying to, you know, excuse their cause.
And I respect you all, and frankly, this sort of thing would have leaked out eventually, especially with how cancel culture is these days and other furry drama.
Yeah, cancel culture and drama sucks, I know that firsthand, but you know what also sucks? Being into literal animals.
There would be people out there that, you know, they want to have a gotcha moment. They want to build their fame and popularity and, you know, expose people, and I'm just not going to give the opportunity for a Sappho exposed kind of video.
Alright, so first off, I know that there are those sucky people out there who just use drama as a way to gain popularity and fame. I'm not for that, you know, I'm condemning that even. But, that's not how this is going to work. There are people out there who are rightfully condemning you, not because they want to build up their fame, but because they want to get the word out there that you're a scummy person. And also, you already gave us the opportunity for us to make that kind of video. You have no place to talk.
And I would rather suck the air out of the sails of the rant-sonas, and instead of letting this sort of thing build, just be open and honest about myself and my beliefs.
Yeah, she's gonna be open and honest about, wanting to suck the air out of the sails, and then 10 seconds later, she's gonna be open and honest about wanting to suck off a horse.
And I want to clear the air and say that, for the record, I am a zoophile. You did not mishear that. I am a zoophile. I do not have a thing for humans. I am more attracted to dogs like German shepherds.
Oh dear God, please get some help. The only thing worse than not being into humans is being into children. And oh God, if you are into children or animals, please leave.
Zoophilia is often very misunderstood, especially because of certain very terrible people and what you may have seen in the news. And someone that I will not mention, if you remember that situation with the zoo sadism leaks a few years back. Unfortunately, when people think of zoophiles, especially furries, that's the person that comes to mind. That is the situation that comes to mind. And I'm talking about horrible abuses.
When people think of zoophilia, they think of people like you. Sure, you don't practice it, but dear God, you think of practicing it. You think of taking this poor animal that cannot even consent and having your way with it, and that's fucked up. Because the thing is, nobody wants to be around people like you. The reason why there's such a friggin' stigma against people like you is because people like you, like to fuck animals, and even if you don't practice it, you still believe in it and think that it is perfectly okay, when it is not perfectly okay, and you should have been aborted.
I can't imagine who would harm another living being in those ways. And to be 100% clear, I am not like that.
I'm not like the other zoophiles, they say, while admitting to being attracted to German shepherds.
It's like literal Nazis considering themselves furries in the fandom. You don't want them. We don't want them.
Oh gee, I wonder where they got the idea to use the word Nazi to describe them.
Specifically, I and other ethical zoos follow what's called Zeta Principles. Zeta being the Greek symbol, but also standing for Zoophiles engagement, for tolerance and acceptance. So if you see that symbol on a furry, that's probably what they're referring to, or they're an ally towards that kind of cause. And those principles are: bestow upon animals the same kindness one would wish bestowed upon oneself. Consider the well-being of an animal companion as important as one's own. Place the animal's will and well-being ahead of one's desires for sexual gratification.
I'm gonna have to ask you to shut that bullshit up, Chief, because all of that was false. You don't see animals as equals. You see them as people you are attracted to and want to fuck. That is literally what zoophilia is all about. And, like, seriously, it's not that, like, the animal fuckers are giving you guys a bad rap. It's that you all are giving the furry community a bad rap. Like, you know what it's like to be associated with people who are into schooling animals? Yeah, it's not great. Not great at all. So, maybe don't try to use the whole furry community as a defense for that.
And a lot of people have issues with this sort of thing, which is understandable. I can understand the point of view that others have about.
You sure you understand? Because you made this video maybe like an hour or so ago, and that's not what this exactly entails.
My views. The biggest argument, of course, that comes up is about consent, and what is that like, right?
Yeah, no, the argument is that it does not exist, and it is actually true. Animals cannot actually consent. They don't speak. They are not humans. They are not on our level, biologically. So trying to bring up this point about, oh, they can consent, is bullshit. And that's all I can really handle for now. I know I said I'd be looking at the first half of the video, but I don't want to. I could barely get through 7 minutes, and I'm not going to get through the other 8. I might come back to it at a later point, but for now, I'm fine with leaving off at this. If you for some reason liked experiencing hell, go ahead, like, subscribe, etc. Check out everything in the description. And with that out of the way, this is Mercy Quartza. Now I'm going to go vomit, and signing out. Have a good one.